Hello guys. This is the first part of I don't know how many parts series. Since I haven't played Blox Fruits for 5 years, I thought it would be cool to show myself going from level 1 to max level on my new main account. If you would like to see this series continued, please like, subscribe and comment, as it helps the channel grow so much. Anyways, let's get straight into it. So it turns out I wasn't recording from level 1 to 170, so here's an accurate recreation of what happened. I first spawned in and immediately noticed the bunny ears on my head, which made me kinda sad to be a furry. Anyways, I went straight to the quest giver to accept the bandit quest. I then started to beat up the bandits for levels. After beating them up for a bit, I eventually leveled up to level 5. However, the grind was very slow, so I decided to pay to win so it would be faster. After some research, I concluded that I should use Darkblade and Buddha. Eventually, I could go to the next island. I made 1000 from beating up bandits, so I decided to spoil myself and buy the brigade. After arriving on the jungle island, I beat up some monkeys before finding the quest giver. After accepting the quest for the gorillas, I found this guy who was selling devil fruits. Sadly, I was too low level to gamble, so I had to grind more, but in this clip I was level 300, so I could gamble. After arriving on the island of gorillas, I decided to beat them up, but I didn't do that much damage though because I was a lower level. I then saw the Gorilla King and beat him up too, but I didn't do that much damage though because I was a lower level. After conquering the island, I arrived on the pirate village and beat up the pirates infesting the area. I didn't do that much damage though because I was a lower level. I then beat up the brutes too and decided to go after their ringleader, who was not Buggy the Clown. After beating him up, I followed my compass to the next island, which was the desert and totally not Alabaster. After I arrived at desert, I beat up the desert rebels or something. I found this conveniently placed chest. I walked on it and there was a hole underneath. I found this neat guy named Hassan and he offered to give me an item called the Swordsman Hat. However, he called me weak and so I wasn't ready for it. I then beat up the desert officers over there and headed to the next island. After arriving at the frozen village, I found the quest giver and accepted his quest. I also found this pet house which actually spoke and he tried to scam me, so I was kinda sad. After that, I beat up the NPCs, which was just as interesting as the last 4 islands where I did it. I then found this mysterious cave and decided to enter it. Then this really cool guy who is 100% not Rayleigh taught me some pretty neat abilities, including Buso Hockey. After that, I decided to go back to Hassan to see if I was strong enough for the cool hat now. Lo and behold, he actually gave me the hat now, which was pretty cool, I guess. I then arrived at Marineford, which was my next island, and was kinda disappointed that I wasn't going to be fighting Whitebeard or Arcania. Anyways, I beat up all the people there and here we are now, in the skies, defiantly not Skypia. Okay, so I kind of stayed too long fighting the Vice Admiral, so I'm kinda overleveled. These sky bandits are easy! They instantly get melted by Darkblade. So it turns out we could have been fighting the Dark Masters the entire time. These NPCs used to be so annoying to me because you needed to be like 10 levels higher than them to get the Logia effect, and their maces had huge range. This will hopefully be the last quest of this island. Finally, I can leave Skypia. After drowning twice, I finally arrived at the prison. My 2 times EXP is almost out, so let's make the most of it. Why is the music so mysterious? The first quest of many on this island done. Why is there a hole in the prison that doesn't seem so secure to me? Final quest, then I can move on to the dangerous prisoners. Finally, I can do a different quest. These dangerous prisoners are dangerously far away, bro. I am not grinding them. Let's go, I can finally fight the warden. Why is he so much easier than I remember? Power of Robux, I guess. I'm gonna server hop the 3 bosses in the prison. Finally, I can fight the chief warden. Darkblade just shreds through all the bosses, and they can't even touch me because I'm using the Buddha fruit. Yay, I can fight Swan now. Why is his cooldown so long? I can finally go to the next island. Here we are at the Colosseum. It's a pretty cool place, not gonna lie. Only 13 minutes of 2 times EXP left. I hope we can make it to level 300 by then. Every island I go, the NPCs just become weaker and weaker compared to me. I love paying to win. It's honestly insane that I can literally full-shot the Toga warriors. At this point, I'm considering just going through them one by one instead of grouping them up. Why is the music so fire though? How did I forget to accept the quest? For those who actually enjoy montages, here's a quick little one. So I decided to go back to the prison because server hopping the 3 bosses there was much faster. Epic Noob Warden Sword. This video is getting pretty dry, so just watch me kill this guy, I guess. I gotta compare the damage of Darkblade and Warden's Sword to see which is stronger. Okay, yeah, it's defiantly Darkblade. Why did bro dash straight into my sword? Can you even blame me for his death at this point? Bum Chief Warden killed me while I was accepting the quest. I gotta get the final level in the Colosseum. Where are the gladiators? I'm supposed to complete the quest with 1 gladiator. Okay, so apparently you have to get really close for them to spawn, which is really uncool. Let's go. Finally level 300. I'm probably gonna end the video here because I am way too lazy to grind more today. Okay, so before we end, apparently if you talk the pet house scammer, he will give you the dark blade. Okay, so I got scammed again by both the pet house and whoever told me that. If you watched all the way up until the end, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe and comment as it helps a ton anyways. Bye.